Hey, beautiful souls, I've got a pattern interrupt for you today, and that is to invite you to stop and don't think. Just stop for a second and breathe. Stop and drop into your heart space. We all have heard stop and think for a second, but what we haven't heard is stop and question your thinking. The thoughts that are in our head that drive our actions every day are not ours usually. They came from our parents, they came from society. And when do we ever stop and question? Is this making me happy? Is what I'm doing on a daily basis taking me towards what I want in this life? Do I even know what I want? This is an invitation for us to question our thoughts and actually create space for observing them instead of just assuming they're true and running on autopilot and finding out 10 years later that we didn't do anything that our heart was calling us to do. If we're going to use our minds to drive our everyday actions, then we should be feeding those minds with intelligent questions that we choose. We can do this every day as often as we remember. Bring a little more consciousness, a little more presence to our thoughts by stopping for a moment, stopping our thoughts, observing them, being in our heart, taking a deep breath, and actually providing our minds with better questions, because our minds love to answer questions. So why don't we give them some really good ones? What would make me feel good today? What would make me feel connected? What would make me feel lit up? What would bring more joy into my life? How can I serve somebody today? How can I bring a smile to somebody else's face today? What can I do that when I am at the end of my life, I will look back and be so proud of myself for? I went for something. I had courage. I spoke something. I wrote a song. I did whatever it is my heart was asking me to do. If we don't ask these questions consciously, they're not going to get asked, and we're going to run on autopilot, and our days will run out, and we will look back with regret. That's not a small statement, I realize. It's also the truth. So stop and don't think for a minute. And breathe and get into your heart, and then come up with some questions that will matter to you. And thank you for being here. If you want to sign up for audio love notes every day, the link is below. I appreciate you so much. Your presence makes a difference in your life and in mine.